This song says, no matter who you are, no matter where you go in your life, at some point you're going to need somebody to stand by you. Oh yeah, oh my darling, stand by me, no matter who you are. No matter where you go in life, you gonna need somebody to stand by you. No matter how much money you got, all the friends you got, you gonna need somebody to stand by you. When the night has come and the land is dark and that moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed one tear just as long as your people come and stand by me.
So it's my pleasure to introduce Playing for Change. We're here today to chat with some of the members. I'm Ragan with Rock, Paper, Scissors, and I'm just going to pass the mic around to let you know who we're with.
Titi, Tsira from South Africa.
I'm Mark Johnson from Santa Monica. Grandpa
Elliot from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Jason Tamba from Congo.
Congo. Well, welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you here in Vancouver. I understand that Playing for Change is all about inspiring people through coming together through the ability of music to bring perfect strangers together, and that you're now a global multimedia movement, and that you do benefit concerts to build music schools in communities of inspiration and hope all over the world. So just for folks who may not have heard of you, but soon will. I wonder, in this time of flux and flurry, there's just so much going on in our world. I really think that we need to build some bridges, and I'm really interested in your concepts, and maybe Mark, as the founder, you can talk to this. How does music form a bridge?
Well, because music is the greatest way to go from one person's heart to another person's heart. So it really doesn't matter, different cultures, religions, races, different people with different amounts of money and everything in life. With music, they can all come together. It just goes from one heart to another.
What a perfect bridge, from one heart to another. Do you have any advice for people about how to discover their passion, how to discover what they're really interested in and really good at doing?
I think the first question from me to them would be, what do you really love?
What do you love?
What do you love doing? And if you know what you really love, I think that would be the passion.
Okay.
Because music is my passion.
Okay.
It's how I bring across what I feel, my feelings, my emotions. Stresses, there's a lot of things that are going on,
Yeah.
but through music, that's how I communicate and feel better.
Nice. And Mark, obviously this is a project or an initiative, a big piece around collaboration. And when you're working from artists from different countries and different musical genres to collaborate with, what do you look for? How do you decide who you want to approach, and how do you decide who you want to collaborate with?
Well, a lot of it is just by turning left when we're someplace instead of turning right. That's how, a lot of times just believing in what we were doing and going out there, by showing up to different parts of the world with the same intention, to bring people together, try to find one thing in the world we can all believe in. In a world with so many people being divided, let's do something that brings people together too, because it'll always be stronger. And that energy is everywhere. The good news is that there's great people and great music everywhere. So the places we went, we were constantly finding amazing musicians, bringing them together to play concerts, building schools in their home towns and trying to find a way to bring all that together. So wherever we go, there's great people, great music.
So it sounds almost like it's not so important to have a super specific detailed plan as to be really clear on your vision and then be open to the opportunities that present themselves, if I'm hearing you right.
You know, when I first got started the project, somebody sent me a book, The Journey is the Destination. And I think that that's something we've always taken pretty seriously too, just it's the path.
Obviously social media has played a huge role. I mean, the success of your videos on YouTube has just, I think, you know, a few years ago this wouldn't have been possible. So can you talk to us about what the role of this new media and social media has played in your work?
Yeah, just it's access to people, you know. Suddenly you can make something and people can find it, pass it on to all their friends, and you know, there's no more, you know, there's nothing blocking you between the people who make things and the people who enjoy them, and together that's what it's all about, you know. The coolest thing about all the art and music is it's two directions, you know, the listener and the player, they have equal value and they're everywhere. So, you know, this was an amazing thing. There's musicians around the world, and then people found it and they did it naturally. And it was made naturally, and then it was spread around the world naturally. And that's a pretty amazing thing to watch, you know.
Pretty amazing thing for you to create and with the other people. What advice would you have to people who might be trying to access their creativity, who might think that they're not creative at all? What advice would you have for some, you know, from someone who makes their living being creative? That's what you're all about.
It's really something you can't really explain properly, but you must feel it. Really, if you have it and then you know exactly, yes, I've got something that other people don't have.
Yeah.
And really being creative, and you can still work on it also.
Okay.
What can I say again?
It's so much in your blood, it's hard to see.
Yeah, it's in your blood, yeah.
So I hear that creativity is about having faith, about being open to knowing that you have it and being able to recognize it in your whatever way that you manifest it. Yeah. Okay.
That's what you said. You must be able to recognize it. If you don't,
Okay. Quite the journey this last while. Can you tell me a couple of key ingredients to what you think has made Playing for Change work?
Yeah, it was an amazing thing when we found, you know, when we found Grandpa performing after Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans, and just wanted to be out there to play for the people after so much, you know, and that's when we met him. And so when we played him, Stand By Me with him and Roger Ridley, who has since also passed away, another one of the greatest people and singers in the world. So anyway, the two of them together, you know, now they get to live forever. And the importance of people standing by each other couldn't be more felt by anybody than Grandpa Elliot. So he's been with us.
And I don't want to put words in your mouth, Grandpa Elliot. I wouldn't be so brash as to do that. But what I'm seeing is that the emotion runs deep, and the caring and the passion runs deep, and I'm guessing that that's a pretty key part of this success. Is there anything else that you'd like to leave with the people listening or watching? Any final words?
I guess keep the peace.
Keep the peace. Yeah. Mark?
Just like to say to everybody, thanks for being a part of this whole process, and this is your family.
Grandpa Elliot, any last words?
Everybody, love you. Stick together. Stay in harmony.
Lovely. Any last words?
Myself, I can just really experience like music brings people together, and lovely.
Well, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Wonderful words, wonderful message. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. Playing for Change.
Thank you so much.
And if people want to access you on a website, what's your website?
It's playingforchange.com.
Bye, everybody.
When the sky Not as long as you, yeah, stand by me. Hey, yeah. Thank you, thank you.